killer time. Dropping dimes, let's go.
Welcome back again, Leo.
Not go, so I need not say.
I thought it would be right to go ahead and give y'all a bonus read.
Say you're looking for
Leo
foundation.
season.
Yeah, can't be the case.
And
you don't know your place.
Felt an energy to give y'all another read, man.
No need to go to
Last
that.
read
Based
around motherfuckers and your energy trying to basically fit that shit.
Some things you need to tweak.
Try to make it seem like they can help you get to the next level. And it was some deviant shit if you caught the last. But this read is a bonus read for all my Leos out there. Again, happy birthday to the best son, the sun, Leo. Shout out to us, man. Happy birthday. Birthday to all my Leos out there. Salute to us. Let's get into this read and see what else, what other messages need to be made aware of for Leo season and what's coming in for all my fellow Leos here. See what we got. But I'm gonna be dropping the element reads today too, so stay tuned for that. Earth signs, air signs, water signs, and of course I'm gonna have to do another fire sign read. So let's get into this. What do my Leos need to be made aware of when it comes towards for the bonus? Okay. Falling over. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. If I'm not mistaken. Did that pop out in the last read? I'm not sure. But for your spread here, Leos, for your bonus, we got the Judgment, the World, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, Four of Wands upright, Seven of Swords upright, Eight of Swords reversed, Five of Swords reversed, the Fool reversed, and the Tower reversed. So I'm not sure if you have a Cancer or a fellow water sign coming towards you. And that would be Scorpio and Pisces. But with this spread I'm getting here, the World and Judgment is definitely you stepping into a new cycle, a new money, a new creation. I don't like to really say money like that, because Pentacles could be anything physical, anything in the third density, you know? It could be a new outlook on life. It could be a new method of how you go about things in the physical. But I'm definitely seeing a completion, a cycle ending. The divine stepping in, calling judgment on the situation. You are completing the cycle. With this World card, this Saturnian energy. That Saturn energy. This could be an 8-year cycle coming to a completion. Maybe you were aware of it, maybe you weren't. But over the last 8 years, could have very well been going through a lot of chaos, upheaval, and uncertainty and shit. But I see all of that coming to a close, man. And you got new opportunities ahead of you, abundance. You manifesting new things, new opportunities, new career, just a new venture, but it's going to be prosperous. And this shift, this closing of a cycle could very well have you still reminiscing on the past. Not necessarily living there, but just, you know, taking a stroll down memory lane like, damn, I remember I went through all of this about 8 years ago. And now it's all behind me, fam. Forgive those that have fucked you over and things like that. Pardon they bullshit. That ain't to say you go back and you be cool with them. But what I am saying is, it was a learning experience. It was a stepping stone. You've gained experience from these last 8 years. But I see you pardoning and forgiving people that may have done you wrong, you know. I see you coming into money, closing out old cycles. You definitely got some stability. You could be graduating too, or could be talking to somebody that's been in school for some time. Could be getting your master's degree, your bachelor's, your some field of study where you had to be in the trenches for quite some time. I see you definitely walking across the stage. Could very well be getting ready to move into a new environment, a new home, a new place, a new area, new state, new city, new country, possible. But whatever this is coming your way. Is new. It's not the old bullshit of you having to worry about so and so doing this to you, or the same tiresome type of gigs you may have been working or shit like that. It's just a whole new cleansed based energy. You're just not in the same space you were anymore. And that's why you're pardoning a lot of people from your past, people that you've known, because you know they're not going to you to this next phase. So that's a beautiful thing. Round of applause to my Leos. Definitely for moving on from certain shit and staying resilient. You know, a lot of things will break people, but you stayed strong. You stood your ground. You took it on the chin, and it's almost like this is like you reaping your rewards here. And then at the bottom, once again, we got the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords reversed, Five of Swords reversed. This is a lot of releasing the negative thoughts, the patterns, you know, making amends, cutting the losses, forgiving. Could be reconciling with people around you from your past. Could very well be a growing experience that you had experience with somebody that could very well be this Queen of Cups here, man or woman, you know. That very well could be something that's coming around full cycle. It's almost like I'm getting the right person but the wrong time type of energy. Maybe y'all two had to go through a lot of shit with people to realize what life really is, and not just the fantasy land bullshit that a lot of people like to believe. And you very well be coming back into connection with this person. Could very well be some type of proposal and offer. Y'all could be making amends, getting back in a relationship with somebody. Very well. This could very well be like an old friend, so it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be very well a friend too. Somebody that you've known in the past that may have done you dirty, and then you cut them off, and then they came back around, and you see their growth, and they see your growth, and it's like you forgive them for whatever the fuck they did. Or they pardon you for whatever you did to them. It's kind of like it's a reunion. It's a reuniting. And with this, I'm just looking at this Seven of Swords because it came out upright. And that's just theft, dishonesty, deception. But it's also strategy too. And with that being next to the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords both reversed, it's almost like somebody's trying to make up a plan to get in contact with you, to have a conversation with you, Leos. They just powering down their inhibitions, pretty much getting ready to open up to you. They want to start new. They want to start fresh. This is definitely divine timing because we got the Judgment and the World that's 20 and 21. You could have met this person when you were 20 or 21, or y'all had something going on around that age, or you could be turning this age too. But then I see this resistance with the Fool in reverse, like they scared to come forward, or you're scared to go towards this person. But that's holding back the change. But this Tower in reverse is kind of like keeping it stuck until this person or you decides to not hold back. You know, it's all about taking risks, though. You know, you got to be fearless in the situation. That's what the Fool represents as well. Um, and the Tower in reverse necessarily not necessarily avoiding catastrophe, could very well be personal transformation. If something was revealed to you where you really just sat down with yourself and said, you know what, this is how I got to start moving. I got to look at this shit differently. Let me not be caught up so much in the past of what happened back then, and let's just give it another go. Keeping your wits about you, keeping your guard level, you know, not necessarily having them all the way up, but just letting people come back in, seeing if they grown or not. It's one of them situations that I'm getting. And this holding back here for this Fool card can very well be this other person being scared of change, not really ready for what's next between you two. But ultimately, with the principles of the Queen of Cups, essentially that's compassion, comfort, being nurturing, calm, and healing. You know, that's Cancerian energy, mother-like energy, paternal-like energy, parent, mother, or father. You know, it's almost like this person is grown to really they've really grown. They've matured. They understand a lot. They understand you. A very intuitive person. This person could be watching you via social media posts, things like that, you know. But I'm getting a very serene, very calm energy, like it's over. And not in a bad way at all. Like I think about that one song, BB and CC Winans. I don't know. But see, I grew up Christian, and my mom used to have this song playing all the time on the radios. Like, I think it was just called Heaven. It was like, it's what I live for, a place where love will never cease, willing to die for. You know, I can't really sing like that. At least not right now, but they say the streets of gold. Can you imagine somewhere where life will never end? Y'all remember, y'all done heard that song before. But not on no afterlife type of thing, but you already know, if you really understand, you know the spirit, the 3D is nothing but the spirit phase. Spirit phase about this big, it's infinite. Third density shit is like, this earthly shit is literally just a mere fragment of the infinite spirit. But heaven on earth, that's what I'm seeing. It's like you done been through hell, and now it's like, here comes the rewards. This abundance, this love, this stability. I definitely see that coming for you this season. So keep an open mind, keep an open heart, ultimately. You know what I'm saying? But before we close out this bonus read, let's get a spirit of the animal oracle to see if my Leos need to tap into an animal spirit and see what they need to embody for the remainder of Leo season. Let's see. The raccoon, inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have an ingenuity to claim it, avoid being the trickster, and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. So again, just going back to the read, just, surrender. Don't necessarily have to sit there and manipulate a situation. See people for who they are. If this is a person coming back around, a love interest, somebody you may have dealt with when you were younger, and be open to the possibility of going back down that path. And all that you've learned over this past 8 years, the Saturnian cycle, apply all of it. Don't let it take you back to, okay, I remember we used to do this. That's not the same person anymore, and neither are you. So just take that in consideration, fam. I hope this message got somebody, but if you got anything, please like, share, and subscribe to IntuiThyme, and also check out IntuiThyme.life for all of your holistic health needs, Leos. Until next season,
Miller time.
y'all be all right now. Love, salute.
Dropping dimes, let's go. Say we need not go, so I need not say it. Lay the smack down on your goof ass, you don't bring my payment. Say you're looking for foundation, yeah? Can't be the case, bitch, you don't know your placement, unless it's Zodiac.